Hello everybody, this is day number 10 or day 10 on this CADJPY experiment, and it's Friday. It's the end of the second week of this experiment, and I decided to make a short video for the end of this second week and answer some questions I got. And as you know, yesterday I could close all trades of since the starting of this experiment. It was a big day yesterday. We banked the complete profit, and it was 84 euros profit at the end. And then now a new cycle begins, and yesterday some new trades were opened, and all these new trades could be closed during night and morning. I want to show you this. Here you can see the account history. Let me check if it's for today. Yes. So these are the new trades. Yesterday they were opened the Aussie New Zealand, the Swiss yen, and the pound New Zealand. And you can see all closed. This here, the Swiss yen, I closed with a loss, but overall it was a profit with €5.31. And with the refund I get every day from Pepperstone, my commission refund, it's 10 euros, but the normal profit with trading was around about 5 euros today. And here you can see the refund from Pepperstone. It's marked as deposit. Yeah. And I used the profit from these trades and these trades to close this bad one here. I did not like this Swiss yen trade. It was not going the way I thought, so I closed this small loss here, and I used the profit from the other trades. You can see the pound New Zealand had here some good money made. Overall, hedging trades, and if you add all trades together, you can see it's a profit for this pair, and also a small profit for the Aussie New Zealand pair if you all add together. And this makes then the round about 5 euros profit for today. So we banked again profit on this day, and it is so far again 1% or 1.36% for the day. One trade is now running. It was opened 1 hour ago, and it's a big trade. The EA opened here on the CADJPY. You can see here was the open of the trade. It's a sell trade, and this is the target the EA wants to reach. If the trade goes this way, the EA will not open more trades. It will leave it with this one trade. But if the trade goes against the target direction, then the EA will open hedging trades and makes another strategy to bank profit. But the original strategy at the moment from the EA is a big swing trade. Down here, let's check how many pips the target is away. It's 64 pips move the EA wants to make, or hopes that the price does this. And if not, then the EA will change the strategy and make hedging trades to make profit the other way. And I decided now not to take money away from the account. I think it's too confusing if I now again withdraw money. And then I have always to explain why I deposit money, why I withdraw money. And so I did the following. This was on our first cycle, the first 9 days here, with a lot of trades going on, and we needed a lot of time to come out of all trades. And then finally yesterday we banked the 84 euro profit. And as you know, I deposited 200 euros that we don't get a margin call, that we have enough margin and money in the account for the hedging trades. And normally I could now withdraw this 200 euro again because we have enough money on the account and there's not much going on. But I think, as I said, it's too confusing if I always have to explain why I deposited the money, why I withdraw the money. So I let all the money in the account, and I start now with this yesterday's account balance. It was 398 euros, the new balance. with the deposit on it. So now we can easily calculate the new profit for the next 3 or 4 weeks for this experiment. And I will make after 4 or 5 weeks the end of this experiment, I think. And then we can make our conclusions about the stop loss free trading. And I got some questions if it is possible to get the EA, the Argimat Carbon EA, which does all these hedging trades. I'm not sure about this at the moment. I will wait the end of the experiment. Then we will see if this EA can be sold, or if I share it, or if I make a copy group, or not, nothing of all. We will see. It's too early in this experiment to say if this can be shared. So please wait for this. And you can see our new profit here. We can now calculate with this new stat balance, and you can see the new profit is banked in already on day 10, and New York session starts in 90 minutes, and then it's Friday weekend, and then we will see next week for sure a lot of new trades, and I hope we don't get too much troublemakers in this next week. But we never know, and the EA and I will manage this, and will come out again here. And the last thing to explain, I got a question. Normally I have now doubled my account almost with the trades of the first 9 days, if this is correct. Yes, you could say that, because I started with the 109 euro at the day 1. And then these 9 days was going on. And if you subtract the 200 euro deposit I made from the account, then we would get, let me grab my keyboard, that you can better understand what I mean. So, oops, if we have now, no, I have to make it a little bit bigger. We have now at the moment 403 euros in it. And if I subtract the 200 euro deposit I made, then it's the 203 euro account size we had normally yet. So, and if you see, we started with 109 euro and now it would be 203 euro. So it's not doubled, but it's almost double the account from the start size. But it's hard to calculate this way, because I made this 200 euro deposit into the account if I trades going on. So I had to put this 200 euros in the account that we can all run these trades. And it was 5 or 6 pairs with running trades, and you can't do that with 100 euro. So I think it's not correct to say it's double the account, because without this deposit we could not start all these trades. So we have to calculate the gain by the real balance here with the 200 deposit in it, because otherwise we could not reach this goal. And this is what my statistics indicator does also. If we change now to the period to the start of our experiment, June 11, then we will get in some seconds the statistics for the first 10 days, and then you can see our score for the month. So it's the start of the experiment is 26.74%, and in this gain, the 200 deposit is calculated in as complete balance. So the gain is calculated by the let me see, by the complete account balance. Yeah. And that's why it's you can't say it's a doubled account. I hope it's clear and understandable what I mean. So the real gain is 26.74%. The deposit is not calculated in as profit, but the percentage is calculated by the complete balance on the account. So otherwise it would not be correct calculated. It would be false to say we only take the starting balance without a deposit on it. Then we would get a very high gain, but it's not a correct gain in this case. And very funny, I wanted to finish the video, and by finishing the video we get this big cat news. And I showed you some seconds ago, oh, it's a big swing trade with 68 pips move. And you can see with one shoot here, we reached the target in some seconds. And so this trade is over before weekend. And this big swing trade was a very fast trade. And we banked this profit here on the CAD yen. And so it's for the day 10 euro profit. Very, very nice. Good job, my little EA, I can say here in this case. And so our gain for this week, second week, is then for this day, sorry, is 2.63%. This was a very, very nice trade. Good job. Here you can see it was a perfect retest, like in my videos, as in my PZ video I showed. You can see it goes here down, then here came the perfect retest, here comes again the perfect retest of this area, and this is why the EA here opened the trade after this retest. And then you can see the big drop comes. Sure, it was news, but the chart is telling you what the news will bring in most cases, and it's all priced in, and it's a picture of what happened, but it's a picture to what will or can or is likely to happen next. And news is most time fake, and it's made by market makers, and it is not based on logical things. And if you watch news every time, you will understand and confirm that it's true that most time news are not true movement, but it's a movement for the market makers. And yeah, this is what the EA here really nice did with the target. It was a perfect target. Here was the target. It went a little bit lower, but now the retrace comes, and so we can easily bank this profit. And this was it for this week. The last 2 days were really good days for this experiment. I'm very hopeful that it goes this way in the next week. And I wish you a very nice weekend. Until next week, last question for me. I want to ask you one thing. Do you want every day an update of this experiment, or is it too much? Do you only want to get 1 or 2 updates of this experiment every week? I can change the periods if you want, so please give me some comments below the video if you want every day the update for the experiment, or only after some days or once time in a week.